Alright, Nightbird, finally! And the size is off. Great. Sup guys, and in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the new Transformers Studio Series 104 Deluxe Class Rise of the Beasts Nightbird. Now, real quick, let's look at the packaging and then we'll unbox the figure. So in the front is, of course, the front. You get the Transformers logo, the render of the figure, and then of course the figure, and then on the bottom, the number, the recommendation, the Hasbro thing, Studio Series, and then the Nightbird thing. On the side is of course a CGI rendition of Nightbird, and on the other side is another CGI rendition of Nightbird, only a little bit more close up to her face. On the top is the Transformers Rise of the Beasts logo, and on the bottom is all boring. We turn to the back, and it's just a whole bunch of words and stuff, and the product shot, which gives you more detail of what you get inside the box. And there's the Nissan logo, which is pretty cool. Alright, let's unbox the toy. And here she is out of the packaging, just wrapped around on this piece of cardboard. Let's take her out. And here we have Studio Series Nightbird out of the box. So, first off, painting and sculpting, pretty good. Now, I know it's a remold of the MAINLINE release, but it's quite an improvement to the MAINLINE mold. I mean, kind of. This figure does have more kibble than the MAINLINE, but it's not too bad. However, I do find the side kibble over here rather annoying. It's unfortunate that the designers from Hasbro didn't find a way how to remove this. It's okay, it's not as bad as the kibble on Studio Series Mirage. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of engineering that was reused for this figure from the MAINLINE Nightbird. However, what I think is a really good improvement definitely has to be that Nightbird has little wings, and the head sculpt is much better, and that all the paint scheme that was a little bit too broad on the MAINLINE was all repainted with a darker paint scheme. And yeah, the figure looks way much better. Also, I can't help but notice how this head sculpt looks really nice. However, I feel it's just missing the eyes. I don't see the eyes anywhere through the purple visor. Also, it did quite suck that the main three villains from Rise of the Beast died off way too quickly. Nightbird was, of course, one of the three. That was, of course, when she tried to pick a fight with Bumblebee, which led up to her ultimate demise, that being Bumblebee ripped a wing from her two wings and stabbed her, and apparently that blew her up. That's a thing when it comes to the Decepticons or Terracons fighting Bumblebee throughout the reboot verse, is that they try to pick a fight with him, and they'll end up either blown up or suffer from some other ugly death, I guess. Yeah, they made Bumblebee quite brutal in the reboot verse, which is cool in my opinion. Wouldn't want to pick a fight with him. So I guess we should talk about her accessories now. So, she comes with this sword that looks an awful lot like the Darksaber from Star Wars. I mean, look at it. Gray hilt, black blade, no green paint on it like it should have. And if I recall, Nightbird had two of these, but Hasbro only gave us one because budget happened. And I guess there wasn't enough budget for an extra sword, which sucks. Just plug it on to her hand, and there you go. There's Nightbird with her sword. And she looks pretty cool with it. And if you have MAINLINE Nightbird sword, you can just plug it on right there, and there you go. Now, Nightbird is, well, dually equipped. Did you get that pun? And when you're done having Nightbird with her sword on her hand, there's a slot on the sword which will peg into that tab right there, and it'll serve as a, samurai-ish type of sword storage. In the movie, Nightbird store her swords on her back, which was seen when she pulled out her primary sword to make sure that Noah wasn't going to escape her. But I guess that weapon storage decision for the figure was made prior to when Nightbird's storage for her weapons was revealed in the movie. Oh, and Nightbird had these little side blades or something like that that would stick out from her arm, but looks like they were molded in a little bit too closely to the arm right here. I guess the arm was designed with no intention of having a side blade right here, so they just flattened it and made it part of the arm, which, to be honest, looks weird. whatever. If you want, you could just stick the sword on the back right there, but it's gonna dangle. But hey, it's a little movie accurate. Also, I kind of wish there was a method of utilizing Noah's jetpack for Nightbird as a way of Nightbird having bigger wings, of course. But so far, I can't find a way how to do that. I'm gonna have to watch a video tutorial on that. I'm pretty sure there's a way where you could just plug it in, and there you go. Nightbird has a bigger set of wings. But anyways, let's get down to articulation. Starting off with the head. Ball joint at the head, which allows the head to move up and down, and swivel. The wings are on a swivel joint. Ooh, which I forgot to mention, there's an upgrade kit where you can swap these out for the bigger wings. That upgrade kit just so happens to be $30. That's because it comes with extra accessories for like Battle Trap and even Scourge, even though there's a whole upgrade kit set for Scourge. Full rotation at the arm. Bend at the shoulder, bend at the elbow, elbow swivel, no wrist swivel, but hey, there's waist swivel. Legs can spread, leg can move forward, can move not too far backwards, bend at the knee, knee swivel, another bend at the knee, or I don't think this is a knee, it's more like a chicken hinge, I guess. The foot is on a pivot joint, and the toe is on a hinge joint. And yeah, that's pretty much it for articulation. The articulation allows for some pretty decent posability. But now I think it's time we talk about the size comparison. Starting off, here she is next to the mainline Nightbird. Here she is next to Terracon's Novocaine and Freezer, Battle Trap, and I feel like the size comparison is off here. As there was a shot in the movie where Nightbird was somewhere around the shoulder or the bicep of Battle Trap. Here she is next to Scourge, and yeah, I feel the size comparison is a little off, but Scourge is obviously supposed to be bigger than Nightbird anyways. Exosuit Noah, Core Class RC, which I feel the comparison is also off as well. Bumblebee, her wave mate Mirage. That one part where she picks up Mirage like an eagle with a snake.
Prime, I don't think we can hold these guys. Oh, no! Oh, my God! Put me down!
And lastly, here she is next to Optimus Prime. Oh, and here she is with the entire team of Terracons. Yep, the gang's all here. I guess the only thing we're missing is the Scorponok and a few variations of the Terracons, which were a little bigger than these core class ones that you see right now. Oh yeah, and we're missing Transit. However, I think Transit was a Decepticon, but still it would be nice to see him in leader class form. Well, anyways, I think it's time we get down to transformation. So starting off, make sure you straighten out the arms, fold in her little shoulder pads, fold in the fins, make sure they're straightened like that, close these in, fold her chest piece out, untab this whole section, move this down like so, and fold that in. Open the front of the car like this, and ooh, that is awful, look at that. Oh no, I gotta be careful with this guy. Why is there a stress mark there? Anyways, straighten that out, untab the backpack, and then rotate, untab the chest, move it out like so, and then shift the backpack forward. Make sure the front of the car tabs in. Anyways, you're just gonna move the arms down like so. You do the same thing for the other side. And apparently they were supposed to tab in, according to what I saw in the reviews, but I don't see anything there. Anyways, quickly moving on to the legs. It's a little bit easier than the main line. Anyways, how you're gonna do this is you're gonna move these out. Same thing with the other side. Move this down. Rotate the leg. Fold this in. If you want, you could move this out and make sure they tab in like so. And then you close in this panel as well, which is somehow hard to do. It doesn't want to straighten out. 1 second. Let me see what I can do here. Make sure this straighten out like so. And then close it there, and then it should tab in somewhere right here. And there you go, that's one side of the car done, and then here's the other side. And then lastly, what you're going to do is bring this whole back section down and make sure it tabs into place with the rest of the car mode. And then lastly, for weapon storage, there's a little groove right there, and then there's a tab on the sword right here that will just simply tab in. Oh wait, oops, that's a little harder to do. And here we have Nightbird in her alternate mode. Now, I gotta say, this is a really good looking car mode. Looks to me like the figure set out to do what the mainline Nightbird couldn't do with the alternate mode. This sure does look accurate to the car in real life. Also, I hear you could take the spoiler off. Let me see if you can do that without breaking the toy, of course. Come on, get out. I'm not gonna risk it. The car looks better with the spoiler. Also, let's go back to weapon storage. This side somehow works better than the other side. For some reason, the other side sucks at holding this. Okay, here we go again. Oh wait, never mind. Thought we were about to do the same thing with the other side. That would have multiplied frustration significantly. Anyways, here's a little comparison with her other colleagues, I guess. And you know what? The comparison between the vehicles isn't too off. It's not too bad. Seems to me quite accurate, in which, hey, at least they accomplished something for the size accuracy. However, I feel the length for Nightbird is a little bit too close for Battletrap. However, I'm not sure if the Nissan car is supposed to be that lengthy with the Bernie's GMC top kick. I don't know, but the height seems pretty accurate. But with the Mad Max truck that Scourge transforms into, the size is definitely accurate with this one. It appears to be by no means off at all. And hey, it looks to me like Nightbird could just hang on top of Scourge right there. If you want, you could have Nightbird's back of the car hanging under here, which could serve as a method of towing Nightbird. Oh, and if you want to make things even more humorous, you could have Scourge towing Battletrap, towing Nightbird. That's a little goofy. Now, the size comparison isn't always accurate, as Novocaine and Freezer were not this big. If this were an accurate size, Novocaine and Freezer would have probably... English is hard. They would have probably been around the same size as this... I can't speak right now. Would have probably been around the same size as this little door right here. Oh, and here's the size of an actual human versus the size of a car. Yeah, that's kind of off. Okay, you know what? Let's just say Noah's inside an exosuit that just makes him a little bit bigger. How about that? However, where is he gonna sit? He could just sit on the car. Lastly, let's just do one more comparison with her and Mirage's Porsche 911. And tell you what, the two look pretty good together. It is two expensive and, I think, rare kind of cars. And tell you what, they look pretty good individually. Leave a comment down below which one was your favorite vehicle from Rise of the Beasts. Well, anyways, I think that's pretty much it. I think that's all I had to say for this figure. Overall, a pretty decent, yet very solid figure. The details are nice, the transformation's pretty good, it's definitely an improvement to the mainline, and the alternate mode is really nice and clean. Definitely recommend picking this figure up. However, I think this figure is about 25 to 30 bucks on Amazon due to the extravagant amount of sales, and this figure is also available on Target and Walmart at the time of this recording, but I hear is a little difficult to find. Well, if you can't find this figure in stores, then I'm sure there's plenty in Amazon. It's just, it'll cost a little bit more. Anyways, if you like what you saw in this video, be sure to slam that like button, share this with your friends as well, be sure to turn on post notifications so that way you don't miss another video, and most importantly, be sure to hit that big red subscribe button so that way this YouTube channel could pass 5,000 subscribers before 2024. However, passing 5,000 subscribers before 2024 most likely won't happen, so let's just get as many subscribers as we can, and hopefully be sure to hit 5,000 subscribers before at least February of 2024. Well, anyways, I think that's pretty much it. See ya!